Welcome to Drill Down Earnings. We have the latest quarterly results, first quarter results from Crowdstrike, that all-important cybersecurity company. I'm Cory Johnson, the Chief Market Strategist for the Futurum Group here in very hot Austin, Texas. All right, so first quarter earnings for this company. Wall Street likes a beat or a miss, and this is a beat, but it may be more important, this was just a really good quarter for this business in cybersecurity. $921 million in this first quarter 2025 revenues, and that's up 33% from where they were a year ago. Subscription revenues, most of that, and growing really fast. Annual recurring revenues, those are the contracts that are sticky, and those were up 33% this year, actually 34%. I'll explain that in a minute here, but that was fantastic. And that they're now sitting on contracts worth $3.65 billion, which is just fantastic for this business. And their growth is abiding. It's hanging in there like the dude. 33% on a year-over-year basis in revenues, as I mentioned. And that's just about what it was last quarter. And the business has been gently slowing down over time, but not much, and now kind of abiding at that 33% level. And it's profitable. This business that has lost money for the longest time is turning a regular profit, generating cash. Yeah, you want to see that. And I thought it was super interesting to look at those annual recurring revenue contracts. So they give us, and I made this complicated chart, and so I'm going to explain it to you. So the annual recurring revenue contracts that they are sitting on are really big, as I mentioned, over $3 billion. The new annual contracts that they are signing are increasing also at a 22% pace. So that's really fantastic. There's an acceleration in the growth of these new contracts while they're holding on to the old contracts. The old contracts in the blue, the new contracts in the green. For those of you watching this on YouTube or online somewhere, for those of you listening to us, you'll just have to take my word for it. What we see here are the annual recurring revenues hanging in there strong, overall growth, and the new ones growing substantially, which is just great. So what did the stock do? The stock was up in after-hours trading. As soon as these results came out, up 5%. And that's after a fantastic year for the stock when it has doubled, about officially 102% in 12 months. So just great. So one of the interesting things here is they've done this largely without big acquisitions, and they've taken their customers along this journey from when they used to do things like SIM, security information event management, to more modern techniques of managing access, and kept them within the Crowdstrike platform as they're changing the way they deal with security. So this one platform addresses all kinds of different security needs. It's something that frankly Palo Alto Networks has suffered at, and yet Crowdstrike is doing quite well. And so these old tools, these SIM tools, for example, that would log data and security alerts and events and all in one centralized platform, that same platform is being used for other approaches without having to have the customer go shopping for something new. Here's an explanation from CEO and founder George Kurtz.
We have various use cases for the platform. So we may have a customer that comes to us and says, hey, we're using a legacy SIM, we want something better, right? We may have a new prospect that says the same thing. We're using a legacy SIM and we want to explore what Crowdstrike can offer us. We have plenty of new customers that come to us and say, hey, we need a better solution in our cloud because what we have is not working or it doesn't give us the full spectrum of capabilities. So we can land with something specific to that customer's use case, and that's a lot of times they're looking for something that they need to solve immediately. And of course, we're selling the value of the platform. So whether it's an existing customer or a new one, we're focused on delivering the full value of the platform, but solving their use cases today and into the future, and obviously consolidating on what they have in place in terms of legacy. You heard some of the incredible stats, and delivering more value at a lower cost.
So we like these results. We like George Kurtz. He's been on the Drill Down podcast more than once. He's one of the few because we like him so much. But yeah, friend of the show, put up good results. The stock market likes you. We like you. Everyone loves Crowdstrike. But what's our big Drill Down earnings takeaway? The one number that tells us a whole lot. One number I want you to remember about these results, and I'm going to have that for you right after this.
The Drill Down is brought to you by Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
So the just reported Q1 fiscal 2025 earnings from Crowdstrike are important. Here are the essential takeaways. Revenue was great, $921 million, up 33%. But what was really interesting for this business is that annual recurring revenues, and here's your drill down earnings bite, the one number that tells us a whole lot. The increase in annual recurring revenues was great. It was actually better than the increase in revenues. It was actually 33.7%. For some reason, they rounded it down in the press release, but the actual number, 33.7%, better than the 33% growth of revenues. So the big long-term sticky contracts going even better than the rest of the business. That's good news for CrowdStrike. All right, thanks for listening to Drill Down Earnings. I'm Cory Johnson. Check me out at X at Cory TV. Send us some requests. We take requests. Check out the Futurum Group's YouTube channel, Drill Down Earnings, part of 6.5 Media.